Schools across the country, and really even here in Florida, facing a growing issue, that is cybersecurity threats.
Just recently, 2 districts were hacked. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth joining us live, and Randy, Flagler County Schools was one of them.
Yeah, and not just Flagler County, we've seen another district in Florida dealing with this. In terms of how widespread this is across the country, school districts are dealing with this. And the reason, I spoke to an expert, he says that hackers and scammers feel like districts are easy targets. When hackers and scammers see schools, they see dollar signs. Just look at the headlines from across the country and right here in Florida. Cyber attacks, ransomware, phishing schemes.
Schools become a low-hanging fruit and obvious choice.
Jake Channinson is a PhD student at the University of Chicago. He co-authored a study released this year specifically about privacy, security, and data risks impacting school districts. So he wasn't too surprised to learn about the recent phishing scam affecting Flagler Public Schools. The sheriff's office confirmed it's investigating a fraud scheme that may have cost the district more than $700,000. He says hackers and scammers are going after school districts because they know districts have money and sensitive data, but lack what other big companies have.
They don't have the same resources, training, and awareness that banks and large companies have when it comes to shoring up their cybersecurity defenses.
A 2023 study by the Consortium for School Networking found 66% of districts surveyed in the U.S. lack a full-time cybersecurity position.
I do not think this is schools, holding money in a pot somewhere that they're just not using or using for a less effective purpose. I think they're putting every dollar to work and they just need more money.
In August, the Federal Communications Commission proposed a pilot program to provide $200 million to schools across the country for cybersecurity resources. But Channinson says states should also consider funding this need. Now, zooming in locally on this topic, I reached out to every school district in Central Florida to find out how they are managing this issue. 5 responded. Of those 5, all say they provide some type of cybersecurity training for staff. 4 specifically confirm they either have an IT team or a full-time cybersecurity expert. Now, this is expensive, and when I looked at budgets, they are spending anywhere from $400,000 to thousands of dollars, upwards of millions of dollars, depending on the size, for technology services, devices, infrastructure, and salaries. And they're getting creative because this is expensive, either listing that they're using property taxes or sales taxes to cover the cost of technology services. Live this morning, Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.